So I'm back at the cemetery. I was gonna go over here and sit beside this big old cedar tree, hickory tree, whatever it is. I think it's a cedar tree. There's a bunch of cedars. And trying to debate whether to wear these or these. These are the Top Pro, Top Protect, and they look like the other ones that I wear. What do you call it? The 3M, 3M Pro Protects, but they're not. But they can't. They're canted. That means they ergonomically they'll go and lean back with your ears and stuff. But I see an old man over there checking out a couple of things. So I'm just going to kind of, even though I'm kind of way far from him, by half a block away, I'm just going to just see what he's up to. I think he's probably tending to his wife's grave. I mean, he's by himself and everything, you know. Put these on. Wow. Sometimes I forget how soft they are. I got oh, he's walking over this way. Oh, no, he's not. I got these. Battery high. Connected. That way, in case my son calls me, because he's supposed to be washing some clothes later, and I said, just let me know when you get ready to wash clothes and everything. That way I can come and take these off, put them in there so you can wash them too. And he's going to take them to the laundromat and dry them. The last couple of weekends he's been doing it, so, you know, kind of happy about that. Hello. Hi there. Giuseppe Garofalo, how are you? Landon Skin, hello. And Jao, how are you? Daniel, hi. I'm good. Just relaxing in my earmuffs. Another thing too, I was talking to a few people I was referred to by a fur company. They do like customization fur hats and stuff and like that. And I was looking to get like earmuff covers for these. Hello there. Nah, I'm not really into games. But anyway, so I talked about 3 people, and I got to one that said, "Hey, I could do them for a lower price and everything, you know, and because I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out." So what they're going to be doing is taking something like this and putting instead of the faux fur, this is what this is. It's fake fur. It's real nice soft fur. They're going to put animal fur, like beaver fur, real soft beaver fur on them. But I got to send them a pair of earmuffs. But I was talking to several other ones and kind of see what they would charge and stuff. But the one that was kind of interested and see how it would turn out, they're like, "Yeah, just send us a pair of those, and that way we can work with them." And he said, "I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out. I won't charge you that much." I said, "Good," because I was going to see if they can give me a pair of their the earmuffs that they made, just because I was kind of curious of what they look like. Yeah, these are just regular earmuffs that I got off. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. Should put my microphone in. Yeah, I'll put my microphone in. They're just regular earmuffs that I got off of Amazon, and then I put cut like a little holes in the sides to where they can slip on. Put it on the other way. I'll be able to hear me for a minute. There we go. Now should be able to hear me. There we go. Don't know how long this mic's gonna last, so I gotta keep an eye on it. I don't have a favorite football team, but if I did, it would probably be maybe Gamecocks. That's my home state, South Carolina, or probably Tennessee Vols. I'm not a football fan. My son loves football. I got a notification. I heard him in here. Snow? Tell you the truth, I hope we don't get no snow. But I know we're going to get some. I don't want no snow. I don't want snow. I don't want to deal with snow. I think next week is supposed to ouch. Next week is supposed to snow in the mountains here above the Tennessee, right there with North Carolina and Tennessee. How old is who? You see, all these are is just fuzzy earmuff covers and their own 3M Pelter hearing protectors. Oh, my son, he's 23. He loves the ball, boy. We came here, he didn't know nothing about football, had nothing to do with it whatsoever. But my mom's husband, which I didn't consider him as my stepfather because, hell, he wasn't that much older than me. He was a little bit older. I mean, I love the guy. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I had ups and downs with him. But ultimately, we got along, we started getting along really, really good before he died and stuff. So I really did care about him. I really miss him. But at the same time, too, he wasn't my dad. But anyway, he was more of a grandpa type figure to my son, being that my dad wasn't around and stuff. Because of course, my dad was in another state. We were in this state, so my dad helped take care of him whenever I was living there and stuff. And whenever my wife went to prison for doing stupid shit, of course, I'm glad that I didn't have to spend any time with her. And now she is divorcing me, which I'm glad about that. Very happy about that. That way I ain't got to do it. Because I was just waiting till my son got older before I was going to divorce her. But anyway, long story short, my son got into football because of my mom's husband. Then he passed away in 2016. And my mom found her another guy from way back whenever we were kids, me and my sister. So got another notification. It is what it is. But anyway, these are Pelters. So what I did was, instead of taking the whole earmuff off, I just decided just to pull it up, show you what it is. So took the earmuff covers and put them onto this. And so what they're going to be doing, the fur people they're going to take, I showed them how to do it and stuff, how to take these off. I'm not going to send them these because these are hard as hell to get these back on here. It's hard. Yeah, but you can get it on, but you'll have a fight. I'm used to doing it, so Another person might not be used to doing it. Now I gotta fight to get these things pulled back on the right way. What I might have to do is pull them off. No, I don't. Good. Oh, that's sad. Well, my dad didn't leave. Well, he did in a way. He was when he was younger, he was real abusive to my mom. But when he got older, he got wiser. He was a drunk. He was an alcoholic. So, oh crap, what am I doing? But he kind of got out of it. But he was still an alcoholic. But he wasn't like he used to be and everything. And so, whenever he got older, him and mom were friends and stuff. And but she just knew how he was and stuff, and they kind of had that forgiveness. And she had to take him to court a couple of times, and sometimes the county would say, "Okay, well, Mr. Holiday, you're not doing so and so. We're going to have to put you in jail for not paying child support." Blah blah blah. But my mom tried to help him out and everything as much as she could, and time went on. We got a little older and stuff, and so he tried to do what he could. I stayed with him and stuff, and before I moved here. But my dad did the best he could. He never failed to tell us how much he loved us, even though he screwed up some things. Even though he was a drunk at times, he never, he never hurt me and my sister. He never harmed us. He would get on me a couple of times whenever I did stupid stuff. He'd slap me in the back of my head. Not hard, but just enough to kind of get me back into reality. I did that to my son a couple of times. Not hard, he's just a snapping back in reality. But my dad was a good dad, even though he was not perfect. And there were times that he left and he shouldn't have left, things like that. But it is what it is. He died and stuff, and so it really messed me up because I felt like I should have been there. I felt like I should have stayed in South Carolina to help my sister with him and stuff. And so there's one time she brought him the year before he died. She brought him here, and 2012 or 2013 or something like that. And he was on a walker and everything, and he came and visited and everything, and boy, he was trying his best to get out of that house. And he came and stayed with me a little bit, and my sister come and got him. Yeah. But after my wife went to prison, my dad he helped me out quite a bit with my son whenever I had to go to work and stuff, and my grandma too. And so they're both dead, passed on. My step granddad, he helped. So they had right there at the very start, they had a hand in help raising them. My mom, she helped raise them when we moved here. So now he's 23. He's weird. He's got his pet peeves and stuff. He's a lot like his mama. He's a lot like me. But it is what it is. But he's nothing like his mom. But he's similar in some ways. But he's not narcissistic in such a way that he's going to be all by himself. He's not a selfish person. But he knows the Lord. He trusts in the Lord, and he feels a call on things. And so I'm proud of him. Yeah. I think I have a learning disorder at times because I just can't learn to stay at one freaking job. And I got told today that yesterday, Friday, that I got disqualified for getting unemployment insurance because I didn't do all I could to make sure I could, Try to resolve. I was like, I did. I sent you freaking emails and I showed you what I was trying to do, but it wasn't to their standards, of course. You pay into unemployment, but you can't. They'll determine whether you can get it back or not. You know, stupid. Let's go out here and sit beside a tombstone. So I know this is weird, unusual, but like I said before the other day, I'm just seeing how this algorithm thing works. I gotta clean up my boots. They're a little bit dirty. Let's go take a look at this entered hole over here. This is usually where I go metal detecting at. Well, not all the time, but quite a few times I did. I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Okay. I was thinking I was on TikTok. It's easier to be on YouTube than it is on TikTok, but TikTok, kind of you can't save it to your main thing. Somebody's out over there looking at a grave. This is where I found some brass shells at. Somebody dug a grave over here. See where people drove around. It's like a little center way here. Went through here. That no graves are buried. That way as people can drive through. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them. Hard march. It's pretty cool. Trying to find a nice place to chill out. Ooh. Excuse me. I think I put it. So I'm leaning against the Cantrell family tombstone. One of them. There's another one over. Oh, there's another one over there. And anyway, I just hope I don't have a heart attack or something other and pass out here. That'd be, well, at least they wouldn't have to come very far to bury. Well, I don't know if I would want to be buried here. My mom had some lots over here at one time. She had a lot to be buried here. And her and my her and the husband were going to be buried here, but he passed away, of course, and she sold hers and said he got cremated. One bite at a time. Yeah. My dad had a lot of influence in my life when I was younger. Of course, well, being a child, you want to do things daddy does, and I remember loving trucks. He always had me interested in trucks. But when things got rough between him and my mom, he was pretty abusive. I can't ever remember seeing my mom and dad fight or my dad do anything to my mom, but my mom said he did all kind of things to her. But my dad would feel real bad about what he did and everything, and he'd drink instead of being emotional about it. He'd drink and everything, and but what it was that he was battling what he called those inner demons, those devils, because he was in Vietnam and he had to kill people and stuff, and he was also exposed to Agent Orange and all that crap. So, but anyway, it's just one thing after another. These things are kind of getting warm. What? I don't want to go to your thing. Sorry. I wouldn't know nobody's inviting me to do stuff unless I had these on. Probably say, oh, they're just earmuffs. Well, no, actually, they're headphone hearing protector earmuffs, but they got the fur thing on them. So they keep your ear warm. They're headphones and they're earmuffs, hearing protectors rather. So they're 3-in-1, and they're not the 3M brand, but they're called Top Pro Tech. And I've had them for quite a while, along with the 3M Pro Protects and the other ones I have in there, the passive ones. And I've had the 3M WorkTunes Connect, 3M WorkTunes Connect Plus AM/FM. They got a newer model for both of those out now. So, and I was wanting to get the other one with the 3M WorkTunes Connect with AM/FM, but I didn't. And I stepped on the other pair and broke them. The newer pair, and I'm still paying on those, even though they're gone and broke. Yeah, so they don't ask me very much. Hey, what's up? Why you I can't read your messages if you retract them. Feet count. Let's feet count. I gotta get. I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna shave, get all this crap off my face. I'm gonna shave my head, get all this stuff off my face, and I'll be ready for Monday. Cause Monday I got an interview, but not an interview, a new employee orientation on Monday at a security company. And the bad thing about it is it's going to be 24 hours a week. Hopefully they can give me more than that. But I ain't got no way of I have no income until I get paid with them, and that's not going to be a whole lot of money. So I'm waiting to get paid because I got to work first to get paid, and because unemployment insurance isn't gonna. They want to be a pain in the ass about stuff. And they said, well, we're not gonna do this because you didn't show. I'm like, I did show. I told you 2 or 3 times. I sent emails, showed you, but it's not their standard. Again, you pay in, but you can't get it out unless they tell you. That's just not right to me. To me, that just don't make sense. I'm not really relaxing anymore. Trying to take it easy on the old back. And let's see what we can see over here. Kind of relaxing a little bit, but I'm kind of leaning against a stepped tomb. Well, it's not really a tombstone, it's a marker. Big, gigantic marker. Kind of like these over here. They're really big markers that kind of tell where the families are buried. And what it is, that there's no personal tombstones. They're all flat on the ground stones. And then there's one further over the hill there where there are plaques. They don't have these big marker stones, family markers. And there's one on the other side over here. It's like that too. And of course you got the grave over there. I would go look in the hole, but they got the tarp over it, and I don't want to be invasive. I don't want to go over there and mess with somebody's stuff. They might not like that very much. Start. Make sure my microphone's still on. If I had my other ones, I gave those away. I had like a 3M Procoms. Kind of wish no way I didn't give them away. But if I had somehow another link to my phone, I don't know, through Bluetooth or whatever, I could speak through my microphone on those probably. Figure out how to do it. The way I ain't got to turn up the power on these. Little microphones, lapel mics. But I no longer have the money to do that kind of stuff now. Just don't know how I'm gonna get by. Really, but I've been in this situation a couple times before, but I had money coming in. I had unemployment coming in, but now I ain't got unemployment. It disqualified me, so all I got is the rest of the cash I got in the bank and credit, Capital One and PayPal credit. That's all I got until I get paid for working. And I'm like thinking, golly, why in the world I gotta wait so long to go to work? You know, if they need somebody right now, right then, why are they waiting like almost 2 weeks to get somebody in to come to work? But I can't say very much because whenever I started with or what do you call it, Securitas, this third or fourth time, I put it off for like a week or two because I was getting unemployment, and I was kind of wanting to get my last pay with them, and I have to wait almost 2 weeks before I got paid. So I kept trying to put them off, and they allowed me to put them off for like a week or two. Then I just like, okay, I must go ahead and go in. That way they won't get tired of me. And I just started. I so happened to just started working the same day as my birthday. I turned 53. So, you can ask me a question if you want to, because I don't bite. I see you retracted 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, grilled, how you doing? 5. Hi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12 messages. If somebody retracted for you, you must have a moderator in here. Tell me. Oops. This might be helpful for my back, I don't know. Play around with these buttons. See if I can touch my face. Not really. Still ugly. Oh, there's a highlight. Ooh. Darkness. It's dark here, y'all. Okay, let's see, where's that thing? My ears are getting warm. Ooh. Oh, this is one I did earlier with Amber Unavailable. This is something that I sent to somebody that wanted to for guys, people that are making the earmuffs and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just send it to you. And they said they wouldn't charge me a whole bunch. It's probably about $50. I didn't know when they would start that, because I can't start it now. And that's just me showing how I cut the furry things, these things, to put on top of my ear protectors. Kind of like that. And I made AI videos of what I wanted them to kind of make for me. This is it right here. You can't see it. It's too big. There it is. So that's the plan of how to make these things. Being that these right here, these top row texts, they fit the same way on these, because you got the see the little slide things. If you turn these ear cups at a 90-degree angle, you can pull those things off. And then you have these little furry things here that they make with the little holes in them. You can line those holes up with the little things that the sliders go on both sides. and you got an ear hole there. But I'm of the mind if instead of cutting the whole ear out, just leave like a little flap right there. That way you can cover over the ear hole, or you can push it back in to expose the ear hole. Because you cut the whole flap off, and everything, it's not really comfortable. It kind of meshes in with the vinyl part, polyurethane, whatever it is, of the ear pads. So this might not be good for my back. So that was over a year ago. That was made for me. Since she no longer wants to try to help me out and everything, because I kind of haggled with her, and she's like, okay, well, I don't want to keep haggling. I said, I'm not really haggling with you. I'm just trying to see if you can kind of do it for this price. She goes, I'm really busy with doing other stuff. And she goes, but I'll leave you with these, her little design thing, whatever. I'm like, okay, thanks. I don't think I would have wanted to deal with her anyway. What does this thing say? 2 inch in diameter of the hole. Again, I didn't want that. Golly, that won't be going in. Wait a minute. Real. Over there. Not much grilled. Oh, okay, you already. That's been missed. Food you get never to get tired of. I have no idea. It's not particular. I was thinking when I went in and looked at that hole, I fell in it. I said, oh shoot. Well, it depends on how deep they dig it too, so sometimes they don't dig holes that deep. They don't really dig them as deep as they say they will. Sometimes it's about like 4 feet, something like that. The width of the coffin casket pretty close to the dirt on top. Oh, wait. Hello. That hurt. This rock don't give. This granite don't give, rather. Somebody can come around here and think I'm freaking drunk or something. It's a hobo in the cemetery. Look at that, my ankle lays down. This ankle won't lay down, but this one will. Well, maybe if I'll do that. Oh boy. What am I gonna do, y'all? What am I gonna do? Here it is. 25th. Technically, I've been out of work for almost a month, aside from the 1/2 of a shift that I work. About almost 3 weeks ago. It's coming Monday, be 3 weeks ago that I wrote that shit. Two, not three. I don't know how much power I got in the phone. I know these even sometimes these things drive me nuts. But right now they're pretty comfortable. Even though they're kind of warm, still got that little hole recess in them. And even though the speakers are like the 3M Pro Protects are kind of close to the ear cup, they're pretty comfortable at this point. I still feel a little pressure here and there, but actually they're alright for right now. I go to sleep in them and start laying on the side or one side or another like that. That's when they start really pushing on my ears. And like I said, sometimes the like the Pro Protects or these right here, sometimes they're okay. It just depends on the day or something like that, or how hot it is, and my own body temperature. Not that I'm having a fever or whatever, but it just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they feel great on my ears, other times they don't. In a lot of cases too, especially if I'm wearing glasses, if I'm in the house, if I'm kind of by myself, because I don't want to look goofy in front of my son, I'll wear my glasses along with them, watching TV or something, and I'll have my phone hooked up. I'll listen to what's going on, like a YouTube video or whatever, and I'll have my Roku playing at the same time, so it kind of keeps the dog occupied and a little bit for me. And so, sometimes they're comfortable, sometimes they're not with my glasses. Sometimes they're comfortable, sometimes they're not without my glasses. Did I say hello, Grill? If I didn't, I'm sorry. Trying to see. Let me download. Undo. I have a message. I ended up sitting up. Now I'm kind of slumping down again. Weird. So weird. So I got two of you watching. What do y'all recommend for a poll or a Q&A? Well, I got one of you watching now. Anybody got any idea for a Q&A? Or a poll? Process. I have to say, lately, sitting on my couch at home, part of it's kind of, I guess it's kind of getting real thin because I sit on it so much. It's like the second one I got from my mom. And sometimes it'll hurt my tailbone. And I have like a pillow and something else underneath it. Like a seat cushion that I had in the truck a couple of times. And sometimes that seat cushion will work. It just depends on where I have other pillows at. And it's like last night, it didn't bother me a bit hardly. But a couple of nights before that, for like a week or two, it's been hurt my tailbone. But couple nights before, I went to bed at like 3:30, 4:30, but this morning I kind of drifted. There's been this last couple of weeks, last few weeks, I've been drifting off on the couch, and I kind of lay down on the couch a little bit halfway. My dog's on the other side, so I kind of lay next to him. I kind of put my head next to him. I think he likes that. He likes it when Daddy falls asleep next to him. I think if I get up. Next time I do this, I'm going to bring my little hand things, the little blue thing, hands that hold the thing. And I'm going to probably like sit on a tombstone ahead of me. I had my microphone on because that's what I was wanting to do the other day, but I forgot all about it. I forgot again. So this is what I was laying on. See that. It's probably going to mess up my back. Good thing I lost enough weight where I can get up a lot better than I used to. Got to put one knee on that one, buddy. It's kind of hard, but I did it. Just do a little bit of walking around. All this time I could have had my metal detector out here. Beep, 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 beep. Pardon me. You don't want to step right there. So clearly that's the grave and that's the dirt. Kind of curious who this is. The grave is this way. So so that grave must be about several feet deep. All the dirt that's out of it. Kind of makes me wonder who's going to be buried here by being, I don't know if it's a Morgan, I don't know if it's a Todd or a Barron. Maybe it's a Keith. Don't know. We'll see though. I'll put a little plaque up later on. That's the flag I was messing with the other day. Here. Last year. See, a lot of these graves, when they go to cut the grass and everything, they kind of cut right over. Make sure my mic's on. They kind of cut right over so the grass still covers up the marker, even though it's short enough to we can see part of it, some of it, but it kind of grows over it at times. This grave's been here for 20 years, 25 years. Kind of reminds me of the big old tree that was in my family cemetery. The old cedar tree, and the Hurricane Hugo knocked it down. The old cedar tree. Rule. if this got any cedar in it. Probably don't. No, it's too rotted. Oh wait, it does a little bit. I barely smell it. Barely. Oh yeah. I might take that with me. See, you barely got a little bit of cedar in there. I'm gonna end up poking a hole in my britches. I better quit. Whoa. Heard an alarm in my headset, so check what this is. Okay. Nothing. Okay, that's not important. It's solid like that. One of the good parts staying there. See that? This is the good part, I'm supposing. Yep. Wait a minute. I like to have a nice good stick of it. Oh. See if I can find something over here. Keep this just in case. Ow. I used to pull a bitch. Kind of break this open. Oh. Oh. There we go. That's what I wanted. Oh, that smells good. I should have a bigger stick of it though, still. What I really would like to have is something like that. And not too many of these limbs are going to fall out of the tree. Either they're picked up or just got to be a good little wind to knock them out. And that's because they're rotted. The good cedar parts are going to stay up in the tree. Oh, that smells good. Love cedar. Ain't much for hickory, but I love cedar. Cedar. See if that's got anything in it. Nope. Rotted. Rotter. That gumball cartoon. My son used to watch that when he was a kid. Rotter. Ooh, look at there. Maybe some right here. Oh, that's all rotted. Move it right there. These limbs are really getting down low. I think I got a hickory tree at home in my front yard. Oh, let's go over here and check this out. Uh-oh. I don't know if they were a veteran, but just put it there anyway. They can sort it out later. Oh, this might be the capital of it all right here, cedar. Maybe not. It might not be a cedar, it might be a hickory. Cypress. I don't know what it is, but it's not revealing itself to be a hickory. We got a cedar tree. Can't really tell a lot in that. Wind chimes. Oh, they're messed up. Just unravel them. Yes. Looks like they've been there for quite a while. Some of that tree is grew open. I ain't gonna mess with that. Somebody get the wrong impression. Somebody's vandalizing something. That's not what I'm doing. Go over to this tree over here. And probably make my way over here back to the truck. You can see me look stupid in my earmuffs. One more time. Oh, look at here. This thing's glowing. This is neat. Wow. There we go. Butler. Fix that. What's this one say? I want a nice big piece of cedar, more than this. I've never been to this part before. There's more tombstones, more markers rather. This is pretty cool. Sitting here on the bench. See if we can fix this flag. There we go. It'll fall back down, but it's okay. Got it fixed for now. Nice little This is a nice little shot right here. Let's see if I can do it with this. Blowing in the breeze. That's pretty cool. Let me see. So, I guess there's a dog buried here or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Something buttercup with a dog's picture on it. Something maybe a girl put over here. Or I mean a little child put over here or something. I didn't delete no message, did I? I didn't need to. Think, man, I used to, when I was a kid, I did all kind of crazy stuff. Played outside, jump out of trees, play in fields, roll around in the grass with my cousins. I miss that. Dove hunting, deer hunting. I think I mentioned going hunting wearing earmuffs one time. Green ones. They kind of kicked off your head. And they didn't really actually cover your head. They had like a coily type of plastic headband. Now the metal headband ones, those are a whole lot better. But these plastic ones they put out from that point, not so much. And those were like sheepskin back then. And it was like, I mentioned something about finding some blue ones. And at my mom's husband's, one of her husband's aunt's place. I kept them, used to hide them around my waist because I was pretty skinny back then, skinnier. And yeah, those were the days. Check this out. Isn't that awesome? Just enough breeze to do that. This ought to have a good amount of cedar in it. That smells good. That's enough. Ooh, the thicker it is, I think the more it's got. Ooh, get my headphones. Maybe somebody pulled this out of a tree. I don't know. Or maybe it's on the ground that long because it looks like it's old on the edges. Wow. Spying some people. Way over east of the wall. What are y'all doing? Over yonder in east of the wall. I mean that. Here's another avenue here. I call it a centerway, but it's an avenue that they drive over where no graves are to get the hearses, whatever, or where they need to go. Cynthia 6-2 6/20/58. Oh, must be birthday or something. Santina. Santina. Something. Thought that might be my stepsister. Could be. Turner. Page. See a light way over yonder. Can't see it that good here, but I can. And those little glow things like singing from the tree a minute ago. Here we go. Well, that was fun while it lasted. My back ain't hurting right now, but I don't mean it won't. Nice and comfortable. Nice and comfortable right now. Well, if I got in the bed with them, slept on one side or another, it would probably be hurting my ears. They're a little bit warm. They're not so warm as to really get my ears hot and sweaty, but some of them have done that. Being they're polyester, they're not really all that bad. So, I wonder who's watching. Who's watching me? There's two of you. Who's watching? Sound off like you got up here. Come on. Don't make me go gunny on you. That's what I should do. I should break that cedar down and take this cedar, cut like a little hole in the pads here. But this is the deep ones. These are the deep ones. This is where I can put my fingers like way up in there. But anyway, I thought about taking a piece of cedar and I think there's some kind of thing where you can put cedar in clothes and stuff like that, or your drawer or whatever, and makes your clothes smell good, or something that keeps stuff off of it. I forgot how all that went. Oh, these are 105s. These ain't 101s. I don't know what I'm thinking. These are my usual ones that I wear to bed. So these aren't really deep. These are somewhat deep, but they're not really deep. Kind of got that much depth in them, enough for my ears to go in there pretty snug, pretty comfortably. Made in USA with global source parts. Man, I was playing with that wood. I don't want my hand, I don't want it to smell like decayed wood. But I think what I'll do is when I get home, either I will or I won't. I don't know. I'll play around with them and see if I can break some of that cedar up. I'll look it up first and see if that's the fact. If it is, and I'll probably break some pieces off and put them in there. And that way I make my headphones smell good. The earmuffs, whatever. Yeah, but anyway, hope nobody got the wrong impression that I'm some kind of weirdo pervert or something from the other video that I made a couple of days ago, because I'm not. I just like seeing women slip them over. I like to see women take time and enjoy them to put them over the ears and just, that's why I make those videos, stuff like that. I'd like to see women enjoy having comfort and feel that security, feel that pressure and everything. That's all. And it's nothing weird about that, I don't think. But maybe to some people it is. I don't think so. But I mean, if you go chasing after somebody and trying to do that, yeah, I can understand that. How that might be perceived. But in the most part, I'll give it to somebody. I'll give them pairs of earmuffs, and they'll wear them. I like to see the people wear them. I like for them to enjoy it. I like to have the people enjoy them and stuff. And especially people who got that difficulty. There's one woman that girl at Waffle House, and I gave her a set last year. Boy, she loved them. She just she liked to have things over her ears, but not crowded against her ear canals. And so what I gave her was something like those, but they didn't put that direct pressure from the speakers, like in this case from the speakers over her ears. They were kind of hollow right there, like the 101s. And so she had just enough. She had the fur around them plus what was in the inside, And I told her, I said, all you had to do is, if you want to listen to music on your earbuds, just slip them in there. It gets kind of make a little cut and a little foam padding, and just kind of push them in there. And it worked out really well for her. So at least she said it did. And every now and then I see her on Facebook and I ask her, so how you doing? But I haven't asked her about the headphone things yet. But anyway, some people it works for, some people it don't. And being it's getting colder now and everything. And actually, I had a guy that's going to try these out and everything. He said, that was a good idea. He said, well, he didn't say it was a good idea. He said, that's interesting. He said, being that they're up in Alaska, they have a lot of fur kind of things. They like to have the fur mittens, fur trapper hats, and all that stuff. So that's what he does. He makes a lot of that stuff for them. And but of course, too, when you got to deal with a loud, noisy chainsaw or loud stuff, they do have hearing protector type things over there, but kind of not like we do. What now? Kind of not like what we do here. Somebody's making an offer. Not like I can do anything about it. Can't really buy another right now. But anyway, he thought that's a pretty good idea. And I was like, yeah, I've had that idea for quite a while. I don't know why people kind of didn't put two and two together, because you can take your 3M Pelter earmuffs and if you can put fur earmuff parts over them, then if you can get them custom made to have the beaver skins or whatever, or fox fur or whatever, it would be people can go outside or work all day, have the ears warm and have the hearing protection. And if they had electronic ones, they have the ears warm, hearing protection, and Bluetooth, or have the noise amplification, so they could still hear stuff, but it won't be loud enough to hurt their ears. That'd be pretty cool. Well, y'all, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, and I thank y'all for watching. There was one or two of you, and thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the 3 thumbs up. And probably gonna, what time is it? 7:09. Golly, it's still early. Jeez. I'm gonna go and, I thought it was a little bit later. I'm gonna go and toward the house, not to the house, but I used to go to the park, but right now they had this thing with Marsha Blackburn, some kind of Oktober thing or whatever. I don't know, some kind of festival thing, and bands playing. I was gonna park over there, but I didn't think I'd be really interested in going there and listening to all that. But I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna make my way home about like 8:30 ish. That way, Steph can wash my clothes and we can put my clothes in the wash machine and he can take them and get them dried. That way, I'll have something for Monday. And at the same time, I'm gonna get rid of this crap off my face. Or we could just drive. Could just drive over there. But the thing about with my other ones though, my 3M Pro Protects, I can hit a little button on these. I can hit a button on here and I can hear the outside at different levels. I can hear level 1, 2, 3, or 4. So at the loudest one, which is 4, I can hear about everything I hear right now a little bit. But it comes in stages. You can hear softer stuff, then you can turn it up a little louder, a little louder, a little louder. But with these, can't do that. And I showed on the video the other day these little fake holes right here on the side. They're for something else. They were there. They put them there. They were modeled with the headset, but they're not there to amplify hearing. But there's a microphone that is on the edge of these things right here somewhere. Somewhere around about there. I think there's 2 holes, so the microphone holes. So in case somebody calls me and I can answer the phone, my son calls me, I can mash that button and everything and talk to him over these things, over these headphones. It'll be just like a phone, but I got to have this phone to do it. So, anywho, that's where the 3M Pro Protects come in handy because you can lower the sound in the background or turn it up, amplified noise sound, but it won't go over 85 decibels. If it goes over 85 decibels, it clips it out, protects your hearing. So, but like I said, for right now, these are pretty comfortable. And the next time I get a chance, if I got to wait next week to work at the Monday, hopefully they'll get me in there to train and I get paid for it during a weekday. But if I got time, I'll try to do that with the Pro Protects. And I like to do it with my Procoms, but like I said, I don't have them no more. I like to see if I can get it back from the other girl and see if she's still wearing them. But sometimes she's like, I'm not really using them if you want them back. And I go, okay. But I don't want to be an Indian gay rid at the same time because she might like them. She does like them. That's why she took them. But there's times when she just don't. It's like, well, you can have these back if you want to. Like, okay. So instead of having to buy another set, because right now I can't do that. Can't spend my credit on things like that. That wouldn't be good. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, instead of me getting off right now, let's go see what's what. We can go over there and park and wait it out to about. Well, actually, there's another park I can park in. At the old gas station. Go metal detecting there and stuff. Found a key there last year. Some people might say, ain't it dangerous to do that? Well, it's not against the law. There's no law that says you can't do it. Wear headphones and stuff. It's probably a good idea not to, but I can hear enough that's going on. I can see lights too. Seeing lights help. Okay. It's lighter here on my phone than it is out here, what I'm seeing. Get lane here. Damn, you could have slid over, dude. Got a little nervous there for a second, so I kind of got sweaty. Oh, somebody got pulled over. Somebody got blue lights. Let off the gas. I don't know what's going on. Got sticky stuff all over my windshield. I was on my acorn tree. Got a lot of utilities. There's gas. That's another place I want to go metal detecting there, behind that gas station there. All kind of neat stuff. I mean, I would, but I just also want to ask to make sure I can do it. Hey, but he kind of pulled a line there, didn't you? The line's back here. Walking around. Yeah, they're getting ready to leave or are leaving. We're not in the cemetery no more. We're not relaxing in the cemetery, but I still got my earmuffs on. See? But I don't think I'm probably going to cut this short. Curtail it, if that's the word. I still need to pay my darn mortgage. Still need to pay my insurance. And I'm not going to do it with the cash that I got because that'll screw me up. I got to do it with credit. What the road is that? Oh. Somebody with a trailer. They're getting to a point now where they like to lock in their bathrooms up. They'll lock them bathrooms up at 8 o'clock. So, dang, dude, it's got time to take a pee. So I just went behind there and took a pee. Shay's invited. I might go check Shay out, that Appalachian girl. Well, I think I'm going to get off here now, y'all. Thanks for watching. And again, I'm just trying to see where it's going to go with the YouTube thing. You know, I might be group 7. Could be in group 7. Like that person tried it, what, 7 times and finally got it, and now it's all called Group 7. Yeah, so I really don't know what that's all about. Crazy stuff to come up with. Well, y'all take it easy. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the thumbs up. God bless. Take care, and we'll see you later. I might keep these earmuffs on until I get home. All right. See you later.